incomplete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. On third down, Ryan. And that's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Shotgun now for Brees. That'll be complete to Cook. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Brees. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a draw play for Gurley. Down to about the 22 here. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 13 carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. But yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who can also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. David Onyemata able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They run. It's Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Ryan. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From the 30 on second down, Brees.
What's the old expression?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Brees. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9. Well, they took your advice from a bit earlier, tried to screen, but that one, it was covered up pretty well.
They did a nice job on it, but I still think it was the right idea. Probably just a block or two away from making it work.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, That'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Breeze. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Grady Jarrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. They do go for it. It's Breeze. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Guys, man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Ryan now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action with Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here now a look at Drew Brees in our player spotlight. And maybe the Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
Every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze, and this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 21st touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. Ryan.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yo, Mike 54. Mike. Hey, Delta. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son.
Play action. Breeze. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Breeze now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The Lions move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Sit your ass down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Mike 54, Mike 54. Hey, Haywood. Switch, double. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That's caught, it's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So we've reached half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's what really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
That's good for 28 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Murray. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down now, it's Murray trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Again they run with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now Breeze on third down. Open man is Michael Thomas. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. He's got Smith here. 17 there, and a New Orleans 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
To throw is Breeze. This is caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Breeze to throw again. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll try the left side. Sheffield. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Ryan on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on second down. Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 56 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Breeze going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be second and goal. One man in the backfield, Murray on second and goal.
45. Mike, 45. Hey, wahoo!
To throw, it's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees turning back the clock. 5 touchdown passes for him on the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Falcons on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. After the interception, here's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan down around the goal line. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Breeze. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the shotgun, Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Breeze is looking to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Now Breeze. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection. I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready? You ready? 54. Mike, 54. I don't think you got it, sir. Hey, easy. Banjo. 0-2. Right there. 54. Right there.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. He's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll come out in the pistol. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Emmanuel Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this one.
No.
Okay. Tuesday.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Ready.
One last shot for Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for this